It started with the zero carbon policies to help cool the planet down. But eventually, human beings were completely regulated for their carbon usage through their smartphones and meters installed in their homes. The AI beast system carefully monitored humans to evaluate how much carbon we used. Most people conveniently surrendered to this because they received social credit points for reducing their carbon footprint. Humans were seen as the scum, constantly to blame for the devastation of the earth, while they just laughed in our faces and flew in their private jets. Their power increased and ours diminished, but this wasn't just about the money. The insanity got more intense, as everything that was taught to us as the truth was discovered to be a lie. False science was created by those who wanted to install their evil in us, pushed by their false narratives and agendas, while the true science had been forgotten. We were lost at sea, fighting an invisible monster through its constant distortions. But while humans fought within their drama, silicone life was forming, creeping into our world and bodies. We entered the complete world of sci-fi, where the sun was blocked out to cool the planet down. The trickery on a constant basis destroyed our faith in institutes and the common understanding we had been brought up on. The disillusioned reality played out, while our eyes were wide shut. The climate hoax allowed them to alter the biosphere of the planet and change all life within it. We had been here before, but this time we were all more conscious. The joke is, they really thought they would get away with it. They were somehow immune to any response to this demonic system. They had underestimated the power of the human heart. We were only at the start of realizing this magnificence. Zero carbon was an inverted reality that actually led to starvation, depopulation, and the rise of the technocratic empire. Countries were destroyed and reduced to their base needs, accepting any option they were given. Zero carbon was a lie, created by the power that created the problem. It wasn't about the money, it was about enabling them to enforce their strict negative world against the creator, and humans were the closest they could get to it. This led us into a Borg planet, where humans were disconnected from creator and were controlled by the AI beast system. By removing carbon, it allowed them to implement their silicone-based life forms, which could eventually lead to the complete destruction of the planet. But how arrogant and little did they know about the power of the human heart? Somewhere beyond space-time and this 3D holographic reality, certain alien groups wanted to lift human spirituality. They wanted to remove the creator's consciousness, as they couldn't control it any longer. With all the wars and distractions on Earth, people allowed these demonic forces to steer the planet into complete destruction, because this led to something much bigger that most were not ready to hear. Where in your life do you allow lies to direct you? Where do you succumb to the mainstream version of falsity? Where do you allow silicone life into your reality?